and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is April and I make DIY fashion and sewing tutorials every week. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you never miss out on a new video. In this episode of Thrifted Transformations, I found this matching set with a super cute tropical print on it, and I want to turn it into a jumpsuit with a cutout at the waist and tie at the chest. Before we get started, I wanted to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with over 25,000 classes in design, business, and more. Some of the courses I'm interested in right now are the lifestyle crafts, like how to create a macrame wall hanging and how to arrange a stunning floral centerpiece. Because as some of you know, I have begun my wedding planning and I want to DIY as much as I can. If you're interested, you can click the link down in my description box because they're gifting my subscribers a 2-month unlimited access free trial, and after that it's only around $10 a month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's get started. First, I took out the zipper from the pants and top and undid any other seams that need to be adjusted. Next, I tapered in the sides of the pants at the waist and blended it back into the original seam towards the bottom to keep the wide legs. Moving on to the top, I lined up the original princess seam on the shirt with the princess seam on my dress form. Then mark the center front, side seam, and waist seam. I also draped the backside, but later I ended up rearranging the piece to save more fabric. Cut the front in half and mark the cutout in the middle. To determine where the cutout should be, I just draped the top on myself and decided how big I wanted it to be. I removed the original straps by cutting across the chest because I'm going to be adding in skinny straps instead. Then mirror the piece onto the other side to cut out the other half. For the back side, I re-draped it and will be cutting it out on the bottom half of the shirt to save more material. In total, I have 2 front pieces and 2 back pieces. Since there wasn't enough material for me to cut out a facing, I just used some black fabric I had at home. Before sewing the facing along the top, I created some straps from the bottom strips of the shirt. Fold the strip in half and sew down the open side. My straps were about 3/8 of an inch wide. Turn the straps inside out with a loop turner and measure them to fit your shoulders. Then sandwich the straps in between the top and the facing and sew each side along the top. Afterwards, go ahead and understitch the facing down. Don't mind my white serger thread, I ran out of black, so I just used what I had. Next, hem the cutout edge. I trimmed the waist of the pants evenly and can now attach the top and bottom of the jumpsuit together. The final part of the top is to tie at the chest, and I first cut out some triangle pieces out of muslin to test it out before cutting out the actual fabric. I had a couple scraps big enough to cut out 4 triangle pieces, and then sewed each triangle together but left the bottom open. Turn the triangles inside out, poke out the corners, and then starting on the right side of the top, sew the front side of the triangle down. Afterwards, I folded the back side of the triangle's seam allowance under and sewed it with a stitch in the ditch from the top. To close up the center back, I used the original invisible zipper that came with the top and sewed it back into the jumpsuit. Tuck the top of the zipper tape under the facing and stitch the facing down. Lastly, hem the front waist of the pants where the cutout is at. And I'm finished! Here is the final transformation. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love how this jumpsuit turned out, and I hope some of you are inspired to go thrifting for matching sets now and turn it into an awesome jumpsuit. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more thrifted transformations, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!